And so that's what gave me the indication I need to stay away because I listened to Warren Buffett. Now, my question to you guys is, as you are maybe into your investing world, who do you listen to? Who are your champions? I just decided I'm going to listen to the third richest man in the world, the man who's been doing it and has proven himself over time. Anyway, let's go and get this show rocking and rolling. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get it.
Black Wall Street, do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. Here's your host.
All right, my beautiful people, thanks so much for tuning in. It's ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator, New Black Wall Street. And today we're going to be going over a recap of what happened yesterday in the market, and then also taking a look at what's going to happen, what's going on today, things that we need to be aware of as we move into March 7th, 2017. Well, this is New Black Wall Street, guys, and what we focus on are two things: money and the power. That's right, money and the power. Number one, money, that's going to be your economics. That's going to be your cash flow. Everybody put in the comments below, cash flow. That's the first part. Then number two is your power. That's actually the politics, and that's going to be your cash rules, right? The rules of cash and the flow of cash. And I believe that we as a community, we don't talk about money enough. We don't talk about politics enough, but we're affected by it every day. So what I've decided to do is start this show here where we can actually talk about those things and actually see how we can start to understand better and find ways to make our money work for us, find ways to bend the laws in our favor by actually increasing our capital, which gives us leverage. And when we have leverage, we then have power. And right now, many of us don't have any leverage. We don't have any capital, and therefore we lack the power necessary to actually create change for our own community. Well, this episode is brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, True Detergent, black-owned and manufactured right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing a free delivery to your doorstep in Atlanta. So you can give us a call at 678-851-2400. That's 678-851-2400. It's a 101-ounce bottle for $15, right? 15 cents per wash. And here's the deal, guys. You're going to wash your clothes anyway. The question is, are you going to wash your clothes? Are you going to actually practice what you preach by recirculating your dollar right back within your very own community by switching to True? True Detergent. Make the switch. Well, guys, I want to make sure you got my number here in case you want to go ahead and order your True today. You can do that here in the comments below. And you can also check out our website at www.ergj.net, www.ergj.net, where you can actually find out everything that's going on this week. We do have the first-time home buyer session tonight. So if you're looking to buy a home this year, this is where you need to go to get the information you need to know to make a wise decision. That's the whole first-time home buyer section. You get your tickets right there, that link there. What's going on? It's AA Ron. How are you doing, sir? Thanks so much for tuning in. And also tomorrow is going to be a great opportunity for you guys. If you are a first-time investor, you want to join us for our March Madness. We are actually, what we're doing is we're going through the Dow 30, which is the 30 most significant stocks in America. Companies like Apple, Nike, Walmart, Disney, and we're actually going through and looking at them on a real topical level. So a real great place for you if you're a first-time investor to kind of get start talking about these things with other people and actually growing in your investing knowledge. The reason why you might be scared of investing because you don't understand the terminology, and so what we try to do is just break it down, have weekly sessions so we can help people go from where they are to where they want to be. And then we also have the Club Millie Plan presentation. That's for the people that want to know more info about Club Millie. How in the world are we doing what we're doing? How are we actually on our road, well ahead of our pace to help 1,000 people save and invest $1,000? You actually be one of those one by making a $20 decision, but maybe you need a little bit more information. You want to see the plan itself because most people talk about group economics, but how many people actually have a plan for group economics? And Club Millie actually does have that plan. You can find it out by clicking on that link and getting your free ticket to join us for one of our sessions this week. That's going to be on Wednesday and Thursday. But anyway, I know you don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. Hey, let's get right into the news, what we need to know as it relates to what's going on in the market. Of course, I want to talk about Snapchat. They were down 12% yesterday. And matter of fact, they are trading below their opening, what they opened at. When they opened on the public on Thursday of last week, they opened at about $24 a share. They're now trading at $23.77 a share. So if you bought when they first opened and you didn't sell, then you would actually be in quite a sizable losing position at this point because you also have to factor in your trading costs. And we talked about this before Chap Snap came out. This is what Club Millie had a discussion about. What do you think about Snapchat? These are the things that we talk about in our investment sessions. And if you were in that investment session, then you would have taken away to stay away from Snapchat when it first opens up. You want to stay away from the hype, maybe buy in once it settles down. That's the takeaway that we had at Club Millie. But of course, only people that are part of the club would have got those membership benefits to know to actually join us for that conversation and to benefit from it. So, anyway, no need to gloat. Hopefully Snapchat returns, but if you're looking for, looking for that bounce back, you just got to understand how the IPO process works, and that's why we have our investment session. We talk on a regular basis to help people to get past their emotions and start moving into logic, because this stuff has history behind it, and this is what they show time and time and time again. But anyway, that was Snapchat down 12%. I know you guys are excited about that. We had some red or some blood in the streets yesterday. The Dow Jones was down 51 points yesterday, 21 points. The Nasdaq down, S&P down 7 points as well. So not a good day in the market yesterday. I mentioned this though. I said that I think we were at a 75 index as far as our volatility was concerned. We were in a greed mode. I said, hey, this is not a position you want to be buying new stocks at. You want to be kind of holding or selling at this point. And so we saw some selling in the market, causing the market to go down. GoPro lost 8% yesterday. Macy's was down. Target was down. Costco was down. American Airlines down. The whole market was pretty much down yesterday. Didn't have any big winners at all, other than Netflix was up 2%. So they're still doing well. Now, as far as what you need to know, you have our oil is trading at $53.32 a barrel. Gold is at $12.24 an ounce, and silver is at $17.72 an ounce. Our top performers over the past 3 months: electronic technology is at 15%, consumer durables at 11%, technology services at 10%, consumer non-durables at 10%, and then our laggards, those that are way behind the pack, energy minerals is down 4%, retail trades up 4%, communications up 5%. So retail is really, really struggling, guys. I'm pretty sure you guys know that. Those companies that don't have a strong online presence, they are struggling. They're headed out of business, many of them, just because the evolution, the changing of the times, the way in which people do business, they're not going into stores anymore. So having all those employees that stand around to help customers, it's just not the thing. So I don't know what they can do. I would be of the mindset that they want to close some of their big stores and get smaller stores. Maybe become little, instead of being in a big shopping mall, they can become one of the, smaller storefronts or something. I can't think of a retail place, maybe a Nordstrom, maybe, that a lot of people are gawking to go to, or just a whole bunch of traffic on a consistent basis, other than Saturday and Sunday. I mean, I just don't see it. I don't know whether you do or not, but I just don't see it. So, and I'm staying far away from retail as much as possible, unless there's going to be some online. They have some strong online presence. I'm staying away. I'm staying far away. What else we got going on? All right, the volatility index went from 75 to 69, still in greed mode. Again, I still say the same thing. You want to be very, very, very careful as far as the new positions that you take. You either want to be holding or selling at this point. You really don't want to be buying anything new unless you see a strong opportunity, or you see that the market as a whole has dropped under neutral and went into that fear mode. Because again, you want to be fearful when others are greedy. Right now we're greedy, we be fearful. When others are fearful, we be greedy. We want to buy stuff on sale. Everybody put in the comments below, buy on sale. Now, this is just information if you're a long-term investor. And it's not really, for those that are short-term traders, you want that emotion to be high. You want to be greedy or fearful. You want to be able to ride that wave. I'm talking to the people that want to buy, hold, to want to set it and forget it. If you want to set it and forget it, then you really want to be in a position where you're buying stuff when the emotion is at its worst, so you can get things on discount, on clearance. Let's take a look at what's going on today. What do we need to know today? The 5 things we need to know today as we move into the market here on March 7th, 2017. There are plenty of economic puzzle pieces to put together on Tuesday. Says here the United States Bureau will release its trade balance report for January at 8:30 a.m. The numbers are expected to show the U.S. trade deficit with the rest of the world widen to about $49 billion from $44.3 billion, meaning the country was importing more than it was exporting. That's why Trump is like he is. He wants us to be exporting more than we import. In other words, if we export more than we import, then we'll be making more money. when we import, we're spending money to get that stuff. So that even makes sense from that standpoint. Looking further ahead, a new report shows the Eurozone economy grew 1.7% in the fourth quarter. This is in line with expectations, slightly slower than U.S. growth over the same period. However, German industrial orders in January delivered a nasty shock, slumping 7.4%. Brazil will also release GDP numbers for the fourth quarter. They're expected to show the country remains deep in recession, notching up 8 consecutive quarters of economic contraction. Earnings today. You got Dick's Sporting Goods is set to release before the open on Tuesday, while H&R Block and Urban Outfitters are set to release after the close. None of those are big names. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure we don't have many investors that are investing in those, but nonetheless, they are reporting their earnings. Be interested to see what happens there. The markets have lacked direction since U.S. stocks hit record highs last week. U.S. stock futures were dipped early on Tuesday. European markets were mostly declining in early trading as well. Hey, what's going on, Marvis? How are you? But most Asian markets ended the day with small gains. On bond markets, prices for the U.S. 10-year treasuries are sinking, pushing up yields to 2.5%. So it's good. You're able to buy some bonds on sale if you want to have a little bit more security in your investments, the stocks and bonds. This comes as the vast majority of investors expect the U.S. Federal Reserve to hike rates next week. It's a rare event indeed when that's not bad. If you can get a yield that's 2.5% on a bond, that's really not bad. You have a little bit more security there. It's a rare event indeed when Bloomberg's world interest rate probability screen is telling me that there's a 98% chance of a Fed rate hike in 8 days. Expectations for a Fed rate hike are rarely this high with more than a week to go until the rate decision. On Monday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500, NASDAQ all retreated. Each of those indexes were between 0.2 and 0.4%. Snapchat. Snap's parent company Snap will be in the spotlight again after shares fizzled on Monday. Snap's top, you guys try to say that fast. Snap stock tanked more than 12% in trading Monday, ending the day at $23.77 a share. That puts Snap below its first day opening price of $24. Again, we at Club Millie talked about this. So this is nothing new under the sun. We're not surprised by this at all. We actually thought that this was going to happen, and it is what's happening. Analysts have been raising significant concerns about Snap's user growth, valuation, and hype. The company's shares debuted on Wall Street last week. So stay away from the hype, guys. Stay away from the hype. That is what's going on. We'll take a look here and see anything we need to know over here in the other land. And we're taking a look at what's going on here. Now, Republicans unveil a plan to dismantle Obamacare. I think we've known that's been in the works for quite a little while. Exxon is looking to invest $20 billion on U.S. Gulf Coast refining projects. ExxonMobil, the world's largest publicly traded oil producer, said on Monday it would invest $20 billion through 2022 to expand its chemical and oil refining plants on the U.S. Gulf Coast. So ExxonMobil, anybody else? ExxonMobil, anybody else? I'm going to one other page and see if there's any other information that we need to discuss here. Oh, wow. Got that. One other place here. See, we got any other news that we need that might slip by. So India's payment e-commerce raises $200 million from Alibaba. So they got an e-commerce, I guess, payment system in India. They raised $200,000 from Alibaba. You know what? Why is Uber is back in the news again? It says Thai transport authorities crack down on Uber, grab drivers, and seek ban. Uber is not having a good time here, man. What is going? It's like every other week they have something bad going on. Thailand's transport authorities have begun to crack down on drivers for ride-hailing services, Uber and Grab, and want the military government to ban them. U.S.-based Uber has faced regulatory hurdles around the world, and when it began operating in Thailand in 2014, the Department of Land Transport said the driver was not properly registered or insured, or his payment system did not meet regulations. All right, there is. So some people don't like Uber. I don't know if it's going to be long for them either. They may not last very long. Uber is in some trouble. They are, you know, I know they're doing well, but at some point they're probably going to have to be pressured to go public when they don't want to. All these lawsuits and stuff coming down the pipe. This UPS is in the news as well. All right, that seems to be it, man. So we want to make sure that we keep a lookout for these earnings. Keep a lookout today for Dick's is before the bell. You got Urban Outfitters, and you have H&R Block after the bell. So not a whole lot going on probably in the market today. I would say that we're probably going to look at another down day in the market. I'm probably not going to be doing much with the market today. It just doesn't seem very exciting. Not a whole lot going on. So I'll probably take the day off from the market and go do some other things until I think it'll probably pick back up on Thursday and Friday. But just based off what I'm seeing, it's going to be a day of blood in the streets. And I'd rather not subject myself to that blood itself. So I'll probably get up, and go do something. Anyway, I don't see any questions here. This is ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator of New Black Wall Street. Hopefully you learned something today. And we're just doing a quick recap on what has happened, and we're also doing a quick review or quick pre-market review of what is to come for today, so we can hopefully make better buying or investing decisions as it relates to our money. Well, remember this, guys. It takes a village, and it starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. You guys have a good day.
Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge.